All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Is everything looking good here? I think volume and everything is good. Oh,
Uh,
right. Shaw's frozen. Yep.
oh, there
See,
we go.
it's not
What an
frozen on the
awkward
preview,
screen.
but as soon as I switch it over, it becomes frozen. That's a fun little feature that Discord has, right?
Ooh,
Welcome,
feature.
Shaw. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. How are you feeling about this match?
I'm pretty good. I'm excited about this one. I think nEmerald had a pretty good showing in the first couple weeks, had technical difficulties in the third one. So I'm curious what nEmerald can do. And we all know Cube is pretty dang good in tournaments, so it's going to be a tough one. Cube is a pretty fervent competitor, but did actually get bested by Rainix on week 3. So can
Oh,
happen.
dang.
Cube can make a mistake. I know, it's hard to believe.
Unheard of.
Yeah.
Except for week 3.
Yeah. So yeah, let's see. This is the last bracket match of week 1, and I want to go and see, have any of the underdogs won? Dylan was technically an underdog, 9 seed against 8 seed Raul. Dylan technically won that one very tightly. And that's been it. So far, every single favorite in the seeding has won. So we'll see if this can be a different one.
Will today be the upset?
Why is Cube so ahead? Let me manually refresh their streams. Why is Cube so far ahead?
Oh god, it's
Refresh.
top
Refresh.
seed advantage.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, Cube about a minute ahead of nEmerald. I don't know if that's stream delay or what. That's strange. I refreshed him here. So Emerald has a huge stream delay. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll just have to remember that nEmerald is late. But okay. So here we go. What do you see on this one, Shaw?
We're looking at there's a shipwreck and not a whole else around.
Yeah, it's a pretty barren
And
overworld. Let's see. This is what the runners are seeing on their screens on the side. Yeah, Rue Portal, Shipwreck, there's not too much. There is Shipwreck is a little bit far, but both the Shipwreck and the Rune Portal are actually pretty solid loot. Good amount of iron, good amount of stuff. In the Nether, those are 2 close housing bastions and a couple pearls either way. You can actually go to either housing and to either fort, like directly parallel. Actually, the same Z value on those.
holy
Kind of
cow,
pairs.
those pearl trades jump immediately.
Yeah, actually really good blaze rates here. Let's see, portal rooms, either 1 or 2. It doesn't really matter when you only have to kill 7 or 8 blazes. And yeah, it looks like probably 10 gold blocks just for string. Maybe if you're just going for a 1 cycle and you can get some anchors or something, you can leave on 8. But it does look like 10 gold blocks is needed just for string, really. So I don't know, maybe sheep in the overworld or something. Get creative. But yeah, pearl trades look pretty solid.
Yeah, not a bad seed here. I'm curious to see how they play the Nether out here.
Yeah, a couple pairs. Either north. I think those bastions are about equidistant, even though the one to the north looks a little closer. So it's probably the one the runners would just check first intuitively. And both housings, so you're not going to get too much variety here. But I already see an emerald checking out a mine shaft. Ooh.
That's interesting.
Mineshaft Gaming is pretty fun. That Shipwreck and Rune Portal do have some really good loot, but it is far. The runners really, really hate having to travel even 1 minute to get to loot sometimes. It does just kind of kill your pace. If you can make it work with like a mineshaft or something, maybe. Yeah,
Mine
here.
chef right into a lava pool. Not too bad.
There's a little ravine there. And Emerald knows the shipwreck is there, but so far. Thank you, Priffin. Thank you, thank you. I got my light when I had to do casting more and more. I had to buy an extra lamp and put it in front of me. So you have to do it. I have all my other lights off. So
Smart.
Mm.
Yeah, I think so the capture is a little blurry for me, but I believe I saw Cube looking at a lot of obsidian in the bastion he went to.
Mm. Yeah, I think you get like 7 obsidian or something from all those trades. So 8 gold blocks looks really nice. You have plenty of obby, plenty of pearls. I wonder if there's any other way to get string, because I think we saw 20 something, like 28. So maybe you could get some from chess. You get up to 36. Like 3 bed, 1 anchor. Let me check the 0. I do have the 0 cycle labeled as easy on this one. So
Okay.
that is a little unfortunate that the string trades seem pretty low. Really makes me think scouting for sheep is the play. I don't know why my stream captures are lagging so much here. It's unfortunate. nEmerald once had the 0.5% SSG world record. nEmerald has had a lot of category extension world records actually.
Mm-hmm.
There was a big push for all bosses SSG sub 10. I know I was hitting like a 15-minute mark. We had a cool seed. We were coming up with cool routes. And I think nEmerald was the first one to get sub 10 on the all bosses SSG, if I was correct. I know Antoine was playing that too. Yeah, so nEmerald has done a lot of fun categories, which I think is the way to go. Honestly, grinding any percent day after day is very rough.
Yeah.
Stack of Lime Wool. I think I remember that run. Stack of Lime Wool. Oh, was it SSG? I thought it was RSG. Oh, it was SSG. Oh, I see. Is that what
Stack
pretty
of
much...
lime wool.
Isn't that what just like
What
sheep RNG though? Isn't that one just you like play it a bunch and then eventually you get it?
Yeah, basically. I mean, you know, I think the beginning, once you get it down, and that's going to be pretty consistent every time. But then sometimes you'll have like 3 baby sheep, or the sheep decide to wander away.
Yeah, it's pretty obnoxious. Stack of Lime Wool RSG is pretty interesting. You just need like a ton of sheep though. But
Yeah.
there's some fun ways to get wool and the line dye. Keep checking out 0 here. It is, what was that, like 94 or something, I think? T94, kind of a tough one. But if your practice is 0 with an open spawn. Oh, it's 88. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's very easy.
Oh, and a little dungeon here?
Ooh, is that an Unbreaking 3 book?
Oh my gosh.
Bro, I check every book now. It's so stupid. I have to. Look like 88. It's a pretty easy one. Yeah, let me see. So most of the runners invited to ESI, we either gathered from the top of the SRC, RSG any percent, or from the SRG, because it is a scouted tournament. So some of the runners like Doi Pingu are at the top of those leaderboards. So nEmerald is, where's that Emerald on the leaderboard? Emerald is pretty high up, right? 49th now. Wow, with an 1124. But nEmerald, when we started the invites, was much higher up, and this leaderboard has changed a lot. Wow. Half of the names on here I do not recognize from when we did the invites. Dang. Top 5? Yeah, I remember nEmerald is pretty high up.
It's insane how quickly the board shifted as of like the last couple months.
Yeah, Andrew Crow is up there. Evan K. 1 week ago with the sub 10. Taffel is there. Man, if we did ESI2 invites right now, the tournament would be a completely different. Wow. Crazy. Okay. Both runners are off. Headed off here.
All right.
Looks like, I mean, I would assume they both want to go for that shipwreck.
Yeah, I think that's the most logical place to run it. Though I do appreciate Cube checking out the dungeon, just in case it had anything nice in there.
Yeah. They look pretty good. I mean, 2 golden apples. I guess you'll probably be fine for the most part, but not too bad. Yeah, nEmerald is going to get this rune portal, some iron, flint and steel, golden axe. I guess they did get a wood axe and got to front load a lot of wood, but if there's any place to get trees in the nether, the golden axe is a lot faster, so that might be a play as well.
Yeah, I think there's a warped forest on the way to the fortress, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, on the left side there's a warped. Actually, there's a bunch of crimson as well. It looks like the housing bastions are just barely touching crimson, so yeah, I would actually think maybe just grab a boat and an extra log or something, maybe some sticks, and then just go in nether and get wood later. Gotta remember, but in a scouted sea, that should be fine. Rotten flesh and potatoes, not the best. Not the best food source, though.
Best food.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be interesting if Cube were to attempt the 0 cycle here. Him going for those 2 golden apples would make. I feel like it'd make a pretty big difference in your overall food count going for the double pearl you need to get up there.
Yeah, definitely would. 1 golden apple when you're going for 0 is huge. I mean, you could do 3 or 4 pearls and be totally fine if you miss. Oh, diamonds! Diamonds!
Oh my gosh, not mining them. It's like he's speedrunning or something. It doesn't have time.
Diamonds are so good, dude.
Yeah, imagine the time save from having a diamond pickaxe.
It's very true. All right, Cube entering Crimson. Yeah, he's going to use that gold axe. Also, nEmerald doing some parkour. There's, dude, terrain generation in Minecraft is so wacky. There's just a single netherrack floating in the middle of nowhere, dude. Hate that.
That was kind of amazing to watch. I like that.
Oh, this housing has some magma, though. nEmerald has to block that off so that the piglins can step over it. Very nice. Getting into the bottom manhunt housing. Looks to have a lot of pigs. I think that was a pretty successful routing here.
Yeah, very quick too.
And Cube.
I think that
also entering
parkour bit saved a good chunk of time.
Yeah, Cube also going to the same housing bastion, so this might be the north one. Ooh, punching a pig and going up here. Depends. If those pigs have to path on that magma, though, some of them might not make it up. They don't like walking on magma. Looks like there's a couple, maybe like 3, so maybe not quite as good as nEmerald's piglin count, but probably good enough for a first run through.
Yeah, both of these runners taking a little bit of extra time to scout the seed, which I always like to see. You're gonna make more. You're gonna have to make less improv decisions as you go through.
Yeah, and so far we've had 7 matches in bracket with the new format. So there's point system rewarding completions, but it's also a similar thing that you're used to in speedrunning where fastest time wins for the most part. So we give 1 point per completion, but a bonus point on the seed for the fastest time, and that also breaks tiebreakers. So it's basically a 1.5 you're getting for the fastest time. And so far, of all 7 matches, all of the seeds played, every instance, the fastest time has won on a seed. So I don't think a single time someone has won on consistency, like just getting 2 more completions than their opponent. It's pretty tough. Like, you pretty much just need to be the fastest. So far, I think taking the extra scouting time is absolutely the play. It seemed like the bonus point is just massive.
Yeah, I mean, that's, depending on the seed you're given. A lot of these I've seen have been, sub 10 or close to sub 10. And so not having to do a whole extra run, that's 10 minutes saved that you didn't have by getting the faster time.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just going for completion points and you get 3 or 4 completions, based on how fast the seed is, you're kind of banking that your opponent makes 2 major mistakes because you got to finish the seed 2 more times than they do. So maybe they go for 0 and die. Maybe they die in a bastion or something, and you end up getting 2 more completions than them. Then you have a chance. But it's rare at this level for these runners to make 2 major mistakes in a 40-minute time period. So I'm thinking, I don't know, Shad. Do you think it's gonna happen at least once in bracket? What do you guys think in chat too? I'm curious. Is someone gonna win on completion points on any seed?
I really think it'll have to be like a seed where you can consistently like sub 9 at the very least. You know, you're gonna, I mean, you need to get 4 completions in there, which means your scouting time needs to be low. I don't know. It's because I'm assuming 4 completions is going to be the most we're going to see from runners in this tournament format. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. The fastest time has such a big advantage, but I personally would love to see it happen.
Yeah, I am gonna predict it'll happen once, just a single time. That a runner will like get 3 completions, and another runner will be faster but make mistakes and only get 1. I think we'll see that once. That's my guess. Yeah, I mean,
definitely.
Seeds are only going to be like 8 minutes typically at fastest. Like, that's a pretty dang fast seed. So they're not going to be like 10 completions to 8 or something. It's 4 is pretty much the most you're ever going to see here. So, yeah, I saw Cube eating that suspicious stew that was poison. Unfortunately, stews aren't always the same. Stews are based on chunk order generation, so your PC will load in a suspicious stew pretty much the same every time. So Cube is going to get poisoned every time, but nEmerald might not. I didn't see what nEmerald got if nEmerald did eat that stew.
I think it was night vision, and yeah, that's interesting because we saw yesterday Emmy versus Feinberg. Feinberg got weakness and blindness, and Emmy ended up getting saturation and night vision.
It's unfortunate. It would be nice for us to standardize every single little thing. I would love to, but I mean, Minecraft just kind of sucks from time to time. Okay, here's Cube. Has a silverfish. Oh, the silverfish hitbox was in the way still, I think. And Emerald entering in before. Not having to do a hunger reset.
With the foresight of blocking that lava up, though, very smart.
Did happen to Mustard actually a few days ago, or just yesterday. Mustard actually would have had the win with a well-executed 0 cycle entering at the time he did. But got an Endermite and, didn't block off lava or dig down or anything. And the items just, one of them, a single item that he needed splayed into the lava, and that was it. So sucks to happen, but does happen. Are you sure, Nayor? I looked at the replay. Mustard was definitely on pace to win. Absolutely on pace.
Did Cube accidentally place an anchor to stack out of that hole?
I didn't see.
Yeah, because I can't tell the anchor count in his hotbar right now, but he did. Oh,
Yes, Cube with 2 bed 3 anchors. So it looks like there's a lot of anchor material in this bastion, which is really good for the low string count. So maybe opens the opportunity for 0, but you're probably just looking to trade the minimum amount of gold you need for like 5 explosives, or maybe 6, and then you use 1 for a blaze bed or something. I don't. Maybe Cube will go for 0, but having to spend extra time to get food, extra time to get explosives, it starts to be diminishing returns. As Cube somehow gets a perch before an Emerald, even though entering later. I guess an Emerald's dragon just very lazy. Both one cycling at about the same time. Yeah, Cube is actually going to be punished for missing that anchor, misplacing it. A couple seconds here.
I think Cube finishes this with a very slightly faster time. But that was like super close throughout the entire match. Or the first run.
Yeah, Cube with the 1017, Emerald with the 1027. So only a single 10 seconds. 10 seconds difference here. Cube will get the bonus point. But
I see Cube double checking that dungeon.
Double
Taking
check
the golden apples.
Honestly, if it was really quick and you got the golden apples, wouldn't have had a hunger reset there. The items wouldn't have gone all over the place. You would have just gone straight in, eaten the golden apples. So kind of a good idea. I saw nEmerald also checking out the fortress, maybe the second one, seeing if it's a little better. They had to dig a bit to get to the nether exit location, but I think both runners making minor improvements and looking for the sub 10 on this one. Probably set with their routes now.
Yeah, I always really like when when a runner finishes their first go through, pops into scouting mode for just a brief moment to double check some things and modify just a bit, and then resume running. The on the spot route renavigation is fun to see.
How much? I get 2 iron from that. Oh, let's keep going for it. Ooh, oh, that's kind of slick. That's pretty cool,
all the
man.
way down.
Saving, I mean, it's a slight time save getting the bucket. You don't have to craft it, right? 2 golden apples means you don't have to like hunger reset most likely. Eat 1 at the blazes, 1 before 0 maybe. And yeah, I mean, taking a bit of damage from zombies there, but like that's 1 bread, so it's not that big of a deal. I like that dungeon play. Also, like we were saying before, how Minecraft sucks and it generates suspicious loot differently. Dungeons are also RNG, so that does suck. But I hope that dungeon has a chance of not appearing on Cube's seed randomly. So hope that doesn't happen, but it's possible.
Oh, like on next reset, it could just be gone.
Yeah, dungeons are notorious. Even if with the same PC, sometimes dungeons just won't be there. I remember running SRG for a good amount after last ESI to try to get a good PB, and about half the time I scouted a really juicy dungeon, it just wasn't there, and it would suck scouting for 10 whole minutes and getting a route, and then the dungeon isn't there, and you just have to reset and go again. I hated that.
Oh my gosh, Cube! Sorry to cut you off. Cube getting 2 baby zombies.
Oh my god. Cube keeps flooding this lava pool, which was kind of a blessing here because don't have to really deal with those baby zombies as much, but yeah, this is still obnoxious. Emerald and quickly. Any other structures that are super random? Yeah, so dungeons are notorious. Minecart chests are a little bit random. Sometimes they don't spawn. Trees are actually fairly RNG as well. They're chunk order dependent. You will see different tree positions almost every seed you run. Somewhere.
You haven't standardized the trees yet, T-Wag?
This game is wild, dude.
This tournament's rigged.
This game is wild.
Oh no.
Okay. This could be really bad. This could be okay. Let's see. What's the time? There's 17 and a half minutes remaining. That's really bad.
Were we just talking about one runner beating the other with just more completions with a slower time?
I mean, Cube is now forced into a position where he needs to complete the seed. If nEmerald just completes 2 more, okay runs at about 10-minute pace, he definitely has time for that. Even with some slowdowns, that could be 3 completions. Cube cannot make a mistake here and throw this run. There's 17 minutes left. Even if you make a mistake in the Bastion or something, maybe at the fort, you still have a chance for 1 more. But yeah, Cube needs this completion now.
Opting to ignore the dungeon this time.
Interesting. I wonder why. I thought that was a positive play. Like I feel like that would have been good.
Yeah, and the time loss felt like very insignificant compared to the hunger reset, the items getting launched, losing that extra anchor, having to axe the dragon. I don't know, hard to say.
And Emerald in the driver's seat has to complete these trades. There's still a bunch more gold, but doesn't need any more. Cooked pork is very, very nice. I think I see one cooked pork and like 11 rotten flesh. And if you're not going for 0, which I don't blame you on the seat, it seems like a time loss in order to gain about the same amount of time, then you don't really need any extra food. Ooh, that's nice.
That was incredible.
Didn't get the achievement though. What? It didn't kill the ghast? It's rigged.
The movement from these runners that comes out, midair jump, twist around, ghast, fireball, reflection into continuing to leap over the lava. It's
Good
impressive.
stuff. Cube finally getting in without flooding the lava pool though. We'll be heading to this bastion. If Cube pulls off some like crazy fast route and there was like 2 minutes of time save that we just didn't see. I mean, a hunger reset was a little bit slow, but I don't think there's 2 minutes of time save. I think this is Cube's last completion.
Yeah, it would be very tough.
If I were him, I probably wouldn't feel that happy with the 1017. I'd be like, yeah, it's decent, and there's a chance it beats my opponent, but I really want a sub 10 on the seed. Like a couple cleaner movements, I feel like sub 10 is very doable. So Cube probably a little bit stressed out with only one more completion and needs a faster time.
I feel like in this tournament, in a tournament like this where the seeds are built to be completed, at least most of them completed in less than 10 minutes. And you're sitting there with just over 10 minutes and you know you've only got one completion left in you. I would be stressed too.
Emerald has 3 beds doing, I think, a blaze bed there, only getting 1 blaze spawn. But there is a bunch of glowstone nearby if Emerald actually needs more. Oh, 3 strays here with the wither skeleton.
What the heck?
Very nice. Gonna get a couple, probably some spawns behind him too. This is pretty fortunate for an Emerald. I wonder what the anchor situation is.
All the rods necessary there.
Okay.
It'll be...
Trying to look at Cube's food situation and see if Cube is doing extra trades. I think it's just rotten flesh. 16 glowstone blocks. That is a lot of anchors. And you could almost do like... How much is that? 16 crying, 19 crying. I mean, that's definitely enough for 3 anchors. I'm thinking you could almost get 4 anchors from these trades.
Yeah. Which, enough to 0 cycle with.
Okay, and Emerald entering. Pretty good pace. Sub 8 is just going to go for the 1 cycle.
Plenty of anchors. I think I see 2 beds in the inventory. 3 beds.
I always get nervous when runners charge up anchors in the end. Like they're accidentally gonna misclick. When I do it, I'm never worried at all. I'm always like 100%. I'm just gonna charge it once. Like I'm never gonna accidentally click and make a mistake. 100% confident. But whenever I see someone else do it, I'm like, oh, I'm scared.
You're not in control of their hands.
Like, don't do it. Don't double click. Yeah, I think Emerald is looking to beat 1017 here.
Yeah, with you said what, sub 8 enter?
Yeah.
Certainly on pace.
The perch is, I think, like 113, so purling a little bit too soon there. Now it's about 9:13. Now it should be going for the perch at the next available node. I think it was a
Yeah,
113
and
perch.
Emerald getting a little bit goofed on by the dragon, though.
Yeah, they kind of fly away
There it
there, but
is.
still has plenty. 2 anchored 3 bed. It's going to be close to beating Cube's seed best here. Oh, very clean. Almost 4 bed. Very, very close. But we'll get this up 10, it looks like.
Yeah, look, 947 or so. 945.
Okay, so nEmerald's seeming to have the lead here, but if Cube can beat it and secure this, it is pretty much all over. Because that would be 2 completions and fastest time. So even if nEmerald gets 3, that's still going to beat it. So all eyes on Cube. nEmerald does get one last chance, though, with... How much time is that? Is that... Oh, yeah, there's plenty of time. There's about 12 minutes left on nEmerald's side, so definitely enough time.
Oh, yeah.
Cube sub 7 right now. If Cube just entered and went for a 1 cycle, that is a minute faster than nEmerald. A whole minute.
Oh, having to hunger reset here, though.
That has to be a 0. You'd only
Yeah.
hunger reset here if you're going for 0.
Oh my! Three and some stacks of pearls. Holy!
Three
So-
anchors. 3 bed? Oh, through an eye. Oh, it's okay. Doesn't matter.
Add
Okay.
the extra.
I think it's a 3 anchor 3 bed, a very awkward explosion type, but I mean 6 explosives should be pretty good for Cube. Does hit a very nice pearl. 0 food though. Oh, fancy anchor setups. First bed is okay. Second bed is not great. Third bed is good.
Nervous.
Fourth bed is good. Oh, so there were...
Oh.
Oh no. So you know how you cursed Cube by just talking about how runners can accidentally double click anchors?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
do recall back
Why
5
would you
minutes
do
ago
that?
when my name was T-Wags.
Why
and
would
I
you
was
do
on the
that,
left
Prince of
eye,
Shaw? Why would you do that? He does have time. I'm looking at Cube's time. I mean, if the pressure was on for Cube before, it is like multiplied by 10 now. All right, let's add up Cube's timers. 40, 30. I think that's 9 minutes and 10 seconds. I think Cube has 9 minutes and 10 seconds to complete the seed. They're so
It looks like
tiny.
it's at 8:10 now.
No, if you add up the bottom and the top one, because
Oh, adding the bottom and top.
yeah,
Right,
because
right,
that
right.
would be the final time needed in order to beat the RTA. He should be able to
Then,
pull
yeah,
a 910. He was hungry setting at 7 minutes. You enter at 7:30. Yeah, you finish sub 9.
With I think it's got to be a 0 cycle though.
It has to be. It has to be. Yeah. Well, I don't know. If Cube has the same run as last time, maybe he saves a couple seconds here and there. You could enter like 6:45. And then with the 2-minute dragon, it's still an 8:45. So I feel like Cube is probably going to force 0. But his route is so much faster. I feel like even if he didn't, he would actually win. But again, nEmerald has a chance here. nEmerald is not out of it yet. Can still definitely have a much faster time and, get something like sub 9 here with a bunch of time save. You've got lucky strays.
this is
It's true. Oops.
It's a tough situation. But this is only the first seed. You know, bit of a warm up, dare I say.
Mhm. Second
I
seed,
think
I'm just going to spoil a little bit for you now, chat. Second seed is going to be very interesting. And maybe in a good way, maybe in a bad way. You'll want to stick around. Second seed, yeah, I'll explain it once we get there. But the runners could hate me after seed number 2. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll spoil it right now. It's actually 4 mansions
Mansions
in
spawn.
one
Yeah.
big square.
See, that's how you force the runners when they don't play your mansion seeds. You spawn them in the middle, and any way they go, they have to enter a mansion. It's physically impossible to avoid it.
Yeah, multiple mansions deep from the inside.
Okay, and Emeralds. Let's look at the pace. Entering spawner at about 5:15. Does not have very much food or health left. But, you know, if he takes no more damage from blazes, should be fine without needing a hunger reset. Oh, Cube. I was like, Cube's maybe stressed out, but probably still cool and collected last run. But Cube has got to be a little bit unnerved right now. I mean, you got to imagine, like, exactly 9 minutes to finish the seed. You've only completed it once. You don't have a sub 10 on the seed, which looks sub 10able. Hoglin in the way. We'll get around it.
Yeah, making it out at a decent time.
Cube also like can't pause to make any decisions. Like that's kind of a decision you can make in the earlier seeds is like, oh, I forgot my chords. Where do I go? Changing render distance like this, it all comes out of the real time. So you can kind of pause abuse from time to time, but when you have like exactly 9 minutes left and the run is like 9 minutes long, every pause counts here. So you got to worry about those now too.
Ooh, it's nerve-wracking. Like you said, every single time Cube has no time to think unless he's already moving.
Yeah, see a lot of glowstone there again. Not going to be doing blaze ved. I saw an emerald doing blaze ved. Cube is not opting for it. The blaze rates are pretty good, so kind of depends if you want to do it or not. It might be a little bit of a time save, but Cube probably already on like 4 rods or something now. Yeah, 4 rods. Okay, there's 4 beds. 4 anchors from Cube. That's a lot. And Emerald entering 720. This is about 30 seconds faster.
Yeah.
That is a good enter from an Emerald. Cube already leaving at 550 though. 3 minutes left for Cube to finish the seed.
Oh my gosh. Put yourself in the headspace of Cube right now. How are you feeling?
I don't want to. I give up, dude. I want to go home. I want to go home. I don't want to be in this tournament anymore. I mean, Cube has a world record though, so it's like you've been in these really nerve-wracking situations before. If you got a 0 with only 2 minutes left to go, Cube is one of the best runners probably in the world that can handle this. It's like, yeah, I've done this before. It's just a 0, 4 anchor, 4 bed, whatever. Does have to go for the hunger reset yet again. There's plenty of pearls to do so, though. Oh!
Ugh.
That's a time loss. That's an annoying time loss. Items go everywhere. 6. There's a silverfish in there. 650 on the clock. I'm pretty sure, yeah, an Emerald entering at about 730. So if Cube hits a 0, it is simply going to be faster than a 1 cycle. It is a faster enter and it's a faster end fight. Cube has to hit this.
Oh
no.
No. The jump pearl going short.
But it's actually might be a blessing in disguise. And Emerald getting a 1 cycle here. This might be a blessing in disguise for Cube, though. That's a 921 from nEmerald, making it 3 completions. But Cube entered sooner.
What are the tiebreaker rules for this?
If the faster time wins a tie, so if Cube gets 2 + 1
Okay.
here, and nEmerald has 3, Cube will win. But Cube needs the perch now in about a minute. So I don't know if Cube is gonna get the perch. The zero cycle would have secured it, but if Cube gets the perch before 1 minute and gets a completion, it will be faster than nEmerald. I think, right? Yeah, it should.
This is very, very close.
Oh, 40
I'm
seconds.
nervous. I'm just sitting here. My hands aren't even on the keyboard yet. I'm nervous.
Cube only has Rotten Flesh and is playing it pretty close. It's taking some damage. I mean, after a Pearl. Yeah, healing up now, but still cutting it a little close. Cube needs a Dragon to strafe. You gotta get it to strafe. Oh, it's going now. It's going now. 20 seconds.
Oh my god.
13. Oh my god. Keep starting the 1 cycle at 10 seconds. The Dragon's death animation is 10 seconds. It's not going to cut it. Missing it.
Oh, in the misplace.
What?
Oh my god.
nEmerald beats Cube 4-1 on seed 1. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, but still, what a crazy seed. nEmerald 4 points to 1. That is the biggest point difference we've seen in any match so far. In any singular match, nEmerald the underdog. Wow.
The point distribution is about to go wild.
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of people predicting Antoine predicting nEmerald. There you go. A lot of points going Antoine's way. That's going to be it. However, though, chat, this is why we've changed up the format for the bracket stage. In case you have a bad seed, it's only 40 minutes. You take some death, points reset, you go next. So Cube is absolutely not out of it yet. It's going to be 1-0 for nEmerald, but points reset, going to the next seed. Like I said, the next one is going to be spicy. The runners are probably going to hate me and curse and swear my name the whole seed. So I'm not looking forward to that, but we will be back in just a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, we only have a few minutes before the next one, so a couple minutes intermission. We'll see you guys in a bit. All right, welcome back everyone from a quick break from seed number 1. That one went right down to the buzzer, so we are back in action. It's 1-0. I have a confession to make, chat. I have a confession to make. I know everyone thinks I'm perfect, that I've never made a single mistake in my life. It's true. It's true. I'm pretty much perfect, but I've made a mistake. This next seed, half of the spiciness comes from, something a little fun with the seed, but most of the spiciness comes from me making a mistake. I wrote to myself in the seed notes when I checked the seed to give the runners a good amount of obsidian, because there's only one bastion and there's no obsidian. And, when I was making the RNG for the seed, which in this mod is separate, I forgot. So there's no obsidian in the upper treasure bastion, and they get 5 obby from 10 gold blocks. So I've let them know that there's been a mistake. They're still going to play the seed. It is completable. They will have to get very creative, and depending on how creative they are, this could be very slow. Yeah, we'll do the seed notes right now so you guys can see the trick of the seed. If you look over on the right hand side, Stronghold Portal Room number 1 is a 7-eye.
Oh my god.
So at spawn, you have an upside down shipwreck, which is very awkward and no trees. So already off the bat, you hate T-Wags because the seed sucks. You get in the nether. The blaze rods are good. You spawn literally on top of a blaze spawner. So you're like, oh, okay, cool. Fortress, nice. And then you get to the bastion. And you see that there's 0 obsidian in upper treasure. And you only get 5 obsidian from 10 gold blocks. And there are not a lot of blocks in upper treasure. But then there's a 7-eye right on the bastion. So you're like, okay. So this is a roller coaster of a seed, is all I'm going to say. And look, there's probably some obsidian in the fortress chest. There is 4 obsidian in lower treasure. I did check right before stream. So you can get 4 obsidian there, but you need 5. I don't know if there's any possibility of diamonds. That's a good play. So Shaw, I could have said this is, some big 5-head play for me. I did this on purpose, trying to force the runners to be creative. But, I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being honest with you guys. I made a mistake, okay?
Honestly, that's the best way for the news to come out. If you really think about it, then chat can't lambaste you if you've already done it to yourself.
Exactly.
I mean, they still can, because
yeah,
chat is untamed, but...
All right, cube checking, lower treasure. This chest right here does have 4 obsidian. In 10 gold blocks, you get 5. I think in 12 gold blocks, you get 6. So you could trade 12 gold blocks. The problem is, if you do all of upper treasure and the little bridge, there's only 10 gold blocks. So you would have to do lower treasure.
Or
Or
you could run the monument. Definitely not a time loss.
oh, wait a minute. Okay, if the monument was closer to the shipwreck, I think they have to go to the left. If it was closer, Shaw, you would actually be a genius. You would actually be the smartest man alive.
That's, that's what I've been saying this whole time. I'm a genius ahead of my time.
It's true. God, that would be so cool. If the shipwreck goes on the same side, that would be so sick. But I mean, I think that the idea is maybe, now that we're actually thinking about this, yeah, nEmerald spots a 7-eye, Cube spots a 7-eye. It is right on top of the bastion. So the seed, I don't think is going to be that slow. The obsidian and the travel to the bastion is really the only slow thing, but the overworld is a little bit awkward as well. Like an upside down ship is never something you want to do. Maybe the play is you start upper treasure, you get like 5 gold blocks. You start trading those, you get a pearl trade, you like pearl down and back up to lower treasure, You get you need 12 gold blocks. You get 7 gold blocks down there. And then you just have to trade the rest at upper treasure. The trades are going to be really slow, but it's doable. There's some really 5-head stuff you could do here, and I'm mad at myself that I didn't fix the obsidian trades, but it's kind of a blessing because I'm a little bit excited to see how they handle this, and I hope we see some cool stuff. So true and based. Thank you, the Camo 6.
Yeah, lower treasure, it's a very rare technique. So even to see runners dabble in it just a touch because they're forced to against their will, that's what the people love to see.
Sometimes you're forced into lower treasure against your will. We saw it in the second place run by Shy now on the leaderboard. Actually, no, Evan K has second place, right? Is it third place now? Shy with lower treasure? Is it third? Yeah. So sometimes you spawn in lower treasure and you have to do it. You got to know what you're doing. So this is just one of those times, you know. Made a mistake with the seed barters, and you know, now you got to do lower treasure. So I hope you know what you're doing.
Some deep strats being utilized here.
Actually, my timer is pretty far off, right? Well, yeah, Cube and nEmerald are just so far apart. Let me redo the timer because we'll go off of Cube.
Yeah, Cube having already started the run, but I believe Cube is about a minute ahead of nEmerald stream time wise.
Yeah. Monument plus lower treasure plus diamond pickaxe for 10 hobby. You know what, dude? I was actually thinking diamond pick as well.
You know, hypothetically, you get the 3 diamonds from the fortress. Where do you grab your 1 obsidian piece you need?
So they do spawn very close to the blaze spawner. I'm wondering if you could actually force your position so close to the blaze spawner that you're in range of it and you could mine obby doing fort first. Because watch where Cube spawns here. Like, that's pretty close.
Oh, that is right on it.
Imagine doing
I didn't think it was so
first obby mining, dude. Yeah, it's I think that's just outside of range. Maybe not though. Maybe you could mine it from there.
Where's the bad half of the other half of the fortress with the chests in relation to this blaze spawner?
I think it's away from the bastion and away from the blaze spawner, so I think it is inconvenient. Ooh. But then again, we are in a scouted tournament. What if you just did the commands where you're used to like changing iron ore to see it? What if you just did diamonds? They're already in a magma ravine. What if there's diamonds like right next to the magma ravine? You can just scout it. You just find diamonds before you go into the nether. And Emerald just found diamonds? Ooh. Okay.
I like it. I like the thought process.
Dude, could be some really cool routes on the seed that come from me being an idiot, but I would... Yeah, it is a double fortress. There's a fortress. It's kind of out of the way, though. I don't know if you want to go that far to get 3 diamonds. But Cube is very, very quickly done with this blaze spawner. Only a couple minutes in. Also, just has carrots. Could turn those into golden carrots, although you do kind of want every single bit of gold. But if you're mining lower treasure gold, like maybe just mine some extra, and then you got to wait for trades anyway.
Yeah, how many gold blocks are in lower treasure total?
There's 4 different types, and I think it ranges from 13 to 22 gold blocks, depending on the type. Or maybe 14 to 22.
So hypothetically, you could just run lower treasure and have enough gold blocks to get your trades.
You could. Always the issue with lower treasure is just the piglin count. Like,
right.
You get a lot of gold, you get a lot of good stuff. There's potential for chests, but yeah, if you got to trade... Oh, Cube getting a little beat up. He's good, though. That's a lot of piglins for Cube.
How do you feel about that route?
This boomer route?
Yeah,
I hate it because I always die, so it just sucks.
understandable.
Yeah. Always do Ninja Brain. No, but this one, I think if you're doing boomer out like this, I think mining the gold early is the play because it gets piglins from the lower section and it pulls piglins from above you. Keep getting another poison suspicious
my
stew.
God.
Oh my god. Keep getting
The
poisoned.
second one, saturation, I think, though.
Okay, yeah, if Cube memorizes the stew positions, you can actually just know which one is which. Oh, Cube bringing one piglet over on very low health, though. Okay. He's good. Yeah, surely he doesn't get it. Okay.
Ooh.
An emerald in the exact same position, right next to the spawner. An emerald looks to have a wood axe and similar stuff. No diamonds. Okay, now comes the critical point. Cube has looted all of the gold up here and needs more obsidian. Is still doing this upper treasure though. I don't. Okay, so we know that the upper treasure doesn't have that many gold blocks and it only has 10. So we already know that this isn't going to be enough, but Cube hasn't scouted the exact positions. So Cube doesn't quite know this yet. He's going to realize though. Yeah, Automat. Emerald actually got a 4 points to 1 on Cube on the first seed. Cube just had death on a tough 0 cycle, another death, speed bridging, and missed a 1 cycle. So, yeah.
Though I think even with that last 1 cycle completion, time was already out.
It was very, yeah, I think time was just ending, so it wouldn't have technically mattered. But Cube with uncharacteristic mistakes. Okay, so Cube now may have realized the obsidian issue. There's 4 obby in this lower chest. He's gonna pearl hang out.
Pearl hang back up to the piglins. Interesting.
Yeah, I think now that Cube knows that he absolutely needs to do some of lower treasure, it's going to be a different route. Instead of waiting for those trades, you just do this first. Also doesn't have any gold for distraction. So this is just because I made a mistake with the seed, but I think now that Cube knows, could definitely make this work.
Oh, scary.
I think only needing a couple gold blocks here, to be honest, though. Now that you've got all that traded and a piglin hole set up, you only need 2 gold blocks from here. It's not actually that much.
Oh, oh my lord. What is that, half a heart?
I think so.
Oh my god. It's terrifying to witness.
An emerald doing the same bastion right here. I like mining that gold block early. It's risky, but it makes the most sense in putting the piglins where you want them.
Ooh,
So
taking
also
a
getting
lot
started.
less damage.
Also has cooked pork early before the bastion. Okay, I think the nether exit is very close. Cube boating off. Is it just like right here or something? Yeah, this nether exit is on top of the bastion. It's just right here.
All right.
I think, is there a tree in the way? Oh no. There's a tree in the way. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Actually, oh no.
This is why. No, wrong seed.
Oh
We're
my
on
God.
seed 2 now. I was thinking about that golden hoe in the first ruin portal chest.
Yeah, making a hoe actually might be a player. Oh, Cube gets in very close to the portal
There it
room.
is.
There is the 7-eye. Only needing 5 eyes for this one. Doesn't have anything pre-crafted, so it's just gonna go for the 1 cycle on this one. It is a tough 0, I think.
And you know, after last seed as well, playing it a little bit safer to guarantee yourself some completions, certainly not a bad way to go.
An emerald is making it down to lower treasure. Does have a little bit of gold here, but not too much to distract. I don't think I saw pearl hang either. Just getting a couple gold from lower treasure and then pearling back up. Honestly, pretty good play. I would like to see a pearl hang. It's kind of nice, but still
Yeah,
pretty
on
good.
a lot more health here than Cube had as well.
It's 7-minute pace. How much obsidian is that? 8, 9? Honestly, not too bad. For this seed, having almost no obsidian trades. Emeralds just needs a couple more, I think, here to get out at about the 7:30 mark, maybe. Oh my god. Give the man obsidian, please. Surely.
Oh my god, this zombie pigman just doing its best to be in the way.
Surely you get obsidian. What? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Trip number 2 to lower treasure.
Oh,
Oh
that's rough.
no, dude, no. Oh.
So Cube must... Oh, yeah, Cube grabbed more blocks in lower. Maybe you just need that many.
I think you just need like one more. And Emerald is very close. All right. Cube doing a one cycle here. Let's get the completion. Very nice. Also, in Emeralds, use some gold for distraction. It's possible one of the distraction golds down here was an obsidian.
Oh, just like one ingot off or something.
Yeah, it's very possible. All right. This is an 11-minute on the dot completion from Cube.
Cube rerouting just a bit.
Yeah, it's possible an Emerald just barely missed one obsidian trade being thrown into lava, which is tragic, but they both had some hiccups on this first run through. I mean, it isn't an intended route, so they do have to get creative and make things up. So they are starting to figure out exactly how to do this. I think they both have a really nice idea though. Starting this trading route, there's a lot of pigs here. There's the last obsidian from an Emerald.
Oh my god. What may have happened is that the baby piglin, I believe the baby piglin took 3 gold from an Emerald's trades there.
Oh, could be.
Meaning those 3 could have been the obsidian.
Bad. Oh, an Emerald not building it next to this tree, just building this way. Is this still going to get close enough to the portal room without having to mess with the tree? It's the same spot that Cube was in. Yeah, you just have to go in this 5-way. So, all right, Emerald doing a hunger reset. Honestly, it's going to be a little bit slower, I think, than Cube's enter. But for having to visit lower treasure twice, that's not that bad.
Yeah, I think the hunger reset is the smartest decision you could make here. You know, you've invested so much time into your first run here. You need that completion.
Yeah, it's going to make sure only needs the 5 eyes there. He's going to get in sub 10 still. So it's going to be maybe an 11XX. But I mean, I actually think this seed is subtenable. I think it's probably painful for the runners, but it's surprisingly like faster than the last seed. I mean, the 7-eye is huge. It's a big time save.
You know, genuinely, I think getting diamonds in the ravine would make this run a lot quicker.
That would be so
assuming
cool.
They're like right along the edge, only a couple blocks in.
Yeah. I mean, if you run that command, I don't know if anyone's running this at home. I know not a lot of people have this mod. You guys can run this and use the seed. I guess, yeah, you don't even need the mod because the seed is shown on our website. So you guys can go check out and see if there's actually diamonds next to where they're entering into this ravine. But imagine if there's like diamonds a couple blocks away from Cube right here. You just mine 3 of them, go to the blaze spawner, kill the first wave, make a diamond pick, start mining obby. It would be kind of sick.
Yeah, 10 seconds for one obby mine versus you still have to go to lower treasure, but once you're down in lower treasure, you could straight up just mine out through the wall and pearl straight to your uh portal spot.
Good. Perfect lower route. Yeah, the lower route might be good. Honestly, the perfect lower route is probably one that uses upper treasure. Because they need like 10 to 12 piglins trading in order to get that obsidian in time. And lower treasure just isn't going to give you that for the most part. But maybe nEmerald going for the one cycle here. And nice. 2 anchor, 2 bed.
Very clean.
Will be 12. Wow, look at these times.
Yeah, man. How could these times have happened?
Exactly 11, exactly 12. Very nice. Cube on fire at this blaze spawner, but just needs 3 blazer rods, and that's it. Is leaving now. Oh no.
That portal's so close too.
Okay. Cube running from the piglins and the blazes. Gets poisoned again.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, poison stew you do want to eat when you're already low health. Ideally, it does give you some saturation, but not really going to help you because it's still eating through your hunger as you're going. Yeah. Why are you only getting 3 blaze rods? It's a 7-eye hammer. It's a wacky fun seed.
That is how these runners would most likely describe it.
Probably having so much fun with this seed right now and this lower treasure. They're probably
So
like,
much
dang,
wacky fun.
never get to have wacky fun in lower treasure. I'm so glad T-Wax gave me this opportunity in the I Spy Invitational too. I'm so happy.
Dare I say zany even.
Poison stew. Bro, I don't know how to control suspicious stew. It's too hard. It's too random. Oh, keep not mining that early gold block there. Which means you kind of run into trouble right here, but actually handling it very well.
Yeah, cube on significantly less carrots at this point too because of the extra fire damage at the blazes. I like making the golden carrot though.
Yeah, Evan, suspicious stew is chunk generation dependent. So the order of chunks that generate up until the chunk the suspicious stew is generated matter, and they'll change it. So most likely someone's PC will generate the same suspicious stew the same way each time, but even that's not always true. I've generated the same seed multiple times and gotten different suspicious stew. So it's most likely that stew is going to be poison every time for cube, but it could be something different for an emerald. And it might not be poison one of these runs. Just change the chunk generation. You're probably right, Hamma. To be honest, that would be the perfect tournament mod. Like ESI2. We change everyone's... Oh, cube.
Oh my lord.
That's a lot of hoglins. We change it so
kind of
everyone's
great for the
PC
food
has to generate chunks in the exact same order. It's actually so smart.
Mining the magma cube spawner this time. Good play.
Yeah, Evan, we did. ESI1 was all world files. We did generate all of the world files ourselves. It was clunky and difficult and also ran into problems. So yeah.
I really like Hamma's idea. ESI live.
We all give him the exact same computer to run on. Yeah.
Make him play on a LAN world.
Cube having loads of fun in lower treasure. Look how much fun he's having right now. Just
Yeah, I think it was 3 hoglins sitting on the top of the on top of whatever this gold area is.
3 Hoglins, 2 large magma cubes, 4 piglins. Having a bunch of fun. nEmerald starting this Bastion route, finding this block right here. I like this play. Oh, he's gonna miss the block placement though. Lucky. Okay,
His
nEmerald.
first stew is saturation.
Yeah, not getting poison. why are these stews, instead of just being like slightly different each time, one player gets poison, the other one gets saturation, like every time?
Oh my god.
All
What
right,
time is Cube exiting here?
it's like a 7:30. Still mining this tree. Doesn't really have to. nEmerald is not doing this. Unironically, like a minus 10 seconds for mining that tree. Yep, nEmerald gets, I think, saturation and weakness. So, no poison.
Cube actually getting a worse spawn here than nEmerald. There we go, not too far off.
Oh, that creeper was coming for. All right, Cube entering about 8 minutes. Pretty solid pace. It's going to be very close to a 10-minute completion, and still the Bastion route is really slow. I mean, again, this is not something standard. This is just backup stuff.
Oh
so.
no, nEmerald falling into the piglin pit. Oh my god. That's a rough point to have your run end.
Yeah, 15 minutes. That is really unfortunate. I think both Cube and nEmerald will have one more now. Unfortunate timing. Yep, so nEmerald absolutely needs to beat Cube's time here on this one completion in a similar situation to Cube last seed. Yep.
Yeah, this'll be a tough one. I think, honestly, I think those Hoglins in the Bastion may have been a huge bonus for Cube with the amount of extra food he got.
Yeah, it was a little bit of time loss, but it does make up some time. You don't have to do hunger reset. So I think it was a little bit fortunate. All right, Cube purling in about 9:55. It's not going to be a sub 10 for this one.
Should be a seed best here.
3-bed, 1 anchor. Very nice. Very well played.
Very, very solid.
All right, 10-16 for Cube on the board. That's the time for nEmerald to beat. Must beat a 10-16 on in the next 13-14 minutes, or else that is it, and we will go to ESI2. And what's at stake here? This is an upper bracket match. This is the last upper bracket match of the first week. The winner of this will go up against Hoffick in the top 8 of bracket, and then the loser is going up against the Camo 6. Camo 6. Bracket predictions, that's a good question. Bracket predictions will close when the next match occurs, so we don't have that scheduled yet, but at the end of this match I will go over my bracket prediction. We'll talk about it, go over it real quick, and then you have until the next match to officially lock in your prediction, and the winner of that bracket prediction will get $50 from my own pocket. So you will lock in your bracket predictions. Everyone will be able to see them on the website, and whoever has the correct bracket prediction will go into a pool if there's multiple people, and we'll draw one name from that, and you will get $50. Hamma, if you get the prediction right, you definitely get $50, 100%.
Good incentive to fill that out, and you know, regardless of the cash incentive, it's just kind of fun.
Yeah, I like bracket predictions. They're very fun. I think there's also some strategy when, if you do like the most, like let's say you do your bracket prediction and you pick the favorite to win every single time. If everyone does that, your name is going to be in a pool of like 10 players. So you're going to have less of a chance. So I think there's some strategy to pick like some quirky underdogs to win so that your bracket isn't the same as other people, you know? Because if you pick the obvious one and it happens, and there's going to be like, you know, 20 other people, and then you only have a 1 out of 20 chance of getting $50, you know? Do I Pingu? That's true. See, I gotta pick my favorite underdog. I think that's the key, to pick 1 or 2 of your favorite underdogs and then just pick them to win some matches. The Camo 6 is a good underdog. It's always a good one. 21 Mustard. I never know if 21 Mustard is going to play like the best speedrunner ever or not the best speedrunner ever. 21 Mustard has some seeds where he dies 7 times, and then other seeds where he just gets like 5 completions and they're crazy fast. So maybe on a 21 Mustard pick him to win.
That's a gamble I can get behind.
Yeah. All right, and Emeralds pillaring up back up to upper treasure from the lower section at about 5 minutes. Oh, did Emerald do lower first?
It looks like it. I like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this could be really good because there's a bunch of gold blocks you have. You get a bunch of pigs trading here. Yeah, you mine 1 gold to aggro all the pigs, and then you just trade all your gold off here. And then while they're trading the bulk of that gold, there's like 12 gold blocks. You just get a couple extra. And then loot the chest, organize your inventory, grab that 10th obby, and go. This could potentially be really fast. I have a feeling this could be really good.
Yeah, this looks like, you know, depending on how long the trades take here, this looks like it could be really good pace. Because I believe a lot of the runs we were seeing were, or a lot of the past few runs were leaving Bastion at about mid 7 minutes ish.
Yeah, I don't think an emerald. I mean, maybe this last like gold block should be it, but there was a lot of gold from lower treasure, so you shouldn't need that much from this section. Cube is starting trading at like 4:30 though, so much faster. But I don't know. So far, going all the way back down to lower treasure, pearl hanging, it's been really tough. It's been very slow so far.
The pearl hang does save a nice chunk of time though.
Pearl hang is very nice, yeah. ESI should come up with the website, shouldn't it? ESI, right? Is Nightbot just not working? Nightbot, hello? Hello? It's just ESI2.fun. I don't know. Nightbot is sleeping. But yeah, if you guys want to do your predictions now, you can go to esi2.fun/prediction. And it'll pop up with a bracket that you can fill out yourself. After this match is done though, I'll do that as well. We'll go through it. I'll do my bracket prediction on screen with you guys. We can hang out. Okay, and Emerald.
Oh my god.
He's entering at 7:30. That seems pretty good to me.
That's really fast. Meanwhile, Cube is getting thrown around by these all these mobs in lower treasure.
See, Cube is throwing gold to all these pigs. I would just like kill him, right? Like, because you're trading with the upper ones. You don't even want these trades. feel like, oh god, there's so many. There's so many.
Ooh,
See, some of those
getting
could
out
be
of there,
obsidian trades too, and you don't know.
which is real dangerous.
Sarah, and that message could be taken multiple different ways. I don't. No, I don't, I
No.
don't think you intended it to be taken multiple ways, but I just had to point that out. You know. Okay. Yeah, nEmerald definitely on sub 10 pace.
Yeah, Cube needs to pull a really good timeout here, but if I'm seeing it correctly, Cube is at 7:05 right now, just now going down to the nether exit. Oh, if you break the tree, you're gonna lose that time.
No, breaking the tree. It wasn't necessary. Yeah, Cube is actually getting a worse spawn than nEmerald and is breaking this tree, so 7:23 on Cube's time.
But
nEmerald looking
nEmerald
for the one
entered
cycle.
at 7:30.
Oh, is nEmerald gonna take this one? Oh my god, does nEmerald 2-0 Cube right now?
Oh, I mean, that's just
Wait,
that's an underdog story. If
if nEmerald hits this, that might be it. 1 anchor, 2 anchor, not the best damage. 3, 4. Oh, the 4+2. Oh
Okay.
my god, nEmerald might 2-0 Cube. Oh my god.
The predictions board is about to get shaken up.
This would be by far the biggest. The only upset we've had in bracket so far is 7 Route versus Dylan, which is 8th versus 9th seed. Dylan took that one, so that couldn't have been closer. But this is 2nd seed versus 15th?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. If Cube could be in lower bracket. Week 1.
9:41. Oh my, I don't know.
Take the
I mean,
time.
nEmerald entering at 7:30, Cube entering about 10 seconds after that.
You think Cube take the seed? It kind of depends where the dragon is. Like, if the dragon is on the opposite side, it's 8:48 right now. Oh my god, dude.
All right, this is tense. This is
The winner does go up against Hoffick in upper bracket. The loser will go up against the Camo 6 here. 9:10 on Cube's timer. The dragon is on the opposite side, which is good. 9:20. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's gonna be like down to the second, bro.
oh, I don't know. Oh, it might be like 1 second.
No shot. 9:39,
Oh my god.
bro.
Oh my god.
Holy.
This close to Cube being in losers bracket
Dude.
week 1. Oh my god.
Cube dodges lower bracket by 2 seconds. Oh my god. If Cube missed it by 2 seconds because of having to mine that stupid tree, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It was too close with that tree.
Wow.
I really think the lower treasure first is such a solid time save. There, but the 2 second difference.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm sure the runners are tilted and hate me after that one, having to do lower treasure. Cube just getting beat up the whole time in lower treasure by every single mob down there. But that is going to mean it's tied up 1-1. Cube stays alive, potentially going into winners, but still potentially going into losers. And we will be back. Again, seed number 3 will start in about 7 minutes, so we will be back in 5 minutes. Wow. Yeah. I'll see you guys in
That was a
5
good
minutes. See you in a bit. All right, welcome back, everyone. Hello, hello. We could not have had a closer, more intense finish on that last seed. We are back here, seed number 3, Q versus nEmerald, the tiebreaker seed. But before we do that, it's a good as time as any to talk about our donations. If you guys have extra money and you like seeing exciting content like you just saw on that last seed, you can do !donate and consider donating the prize pool. We do have donation goals, and again, we don't expect to reach them all. That is a lot of money, but if you do have some extra money and you feel like donating to the prize pool and helping behind the scenes, your money will go to that. At $1,000, we'll have a halftime show before grand finals, and President Poundcake will be performing there 100%. So we are about a third of the way there. Almost there. And we got a couple other things. We'll do a fun lyric video. We'll do an exhibition match. So yeah, thank you guys again. Is that really an incentive? Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, honestly, seeing Poundcake make a fool of himself is pretty entertaining. That's what his whole stream is based off of. So
You love to see it.
yeah, I think it's a good amount of viewers. All right, seed number 3 again. nEmerald has a 1-minute delay for whatever reason, but we start the timer on this one. You know, the first seed we like to start them off with something pretty simple. The second seed is usually a wildcard seed. It's a little wacky, something different. The third seed, we like to make it more mechanics based and more routing based. So there's not going to be an obvious path. There's going to be multiple different options. There's a ton of villages around this one and stuff. We'll just get right into the seed notes. As you guys can kind of see, it's just a desert savanna type spawn. Just all far villages. Honestly, nothing really crazy in this overworld. Choose your pick. There could be a Savannah Village bucket chest. It could take you all to find that. Maybe you just do structureless. Golem jumps drop 5, which is kind of nice. First Flint is a little annoying, so maybe a ruined portal for Flint and Steel. Nothing too crazy. There is a pretty obvious bastion at spawn, and that bastion is going to be Good Gap Basalt Stables. So a little bit of basalt there, a little bit annoying. We'll see which kind of route they do to avoid the basalt, but then you just got a choice on how to pearl over to that fortress, which is all through basalt, and then all the one-eye strongholds. So not too crazy of an option. Probably just going to go for the northern strongholds. But yeah, just kind of not too much going on. Just the overall there's a lot of different stuff. Oh, we got a donation. Hang on, let me read it. It's too small. The text is too small for my old eyes. What is that thing? Thank you for the $11 dono. I hope the goal updated. I think it did. Thanks for the amazing content, it said. Super help. Thank you for the 11th dono. I appreciate it. The runners appreciate it. Some of that 75% goes to the prize pool, 25% goes to the behind the scenes and stuff, all the animations and seed finding, scheduling, transitions, stuff like that. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, a bit of a funky bastion here. That's going to be interesting to see players get through.
Yeah, it's a little bit buried, but it's a pretty close walk from where you spawn, depending on where you spawn. Again, it's going to be... This is probably the toughest routing seed, mainly just because of the overworld. Depending on where you spawn, it could be a pretty easy trek to the bottom backside of that bastion. Here, Cube is checking for bucket chest. I don't know if there is one. There's multiple villages. There's always an option for that, but there's probably iron in the bastion as well for an iron pick. And Emerald checking out the ruined portal. Just so many options in this one, so... No one barked. Next time President Poundcake is in the booth, you can donate and request that he barks, and he will probably do it. So,
I'll offer up. I'll do my best Kermit impression for the next donation. There you go.
Kermit impression. Okay. Down for the Kermit.
But I will not bark.
Impression.
I'll leave that to Poundcake.
Can you do a Miss Piggy impression though?
No.
Okay.
Hey, I'll do the Kermit. You can do the Miss Piggy. We can do like a little back and forth.
Nah,
You
I don't even
know.
know who that is, actually. That's crazy.
I've never even heard of the Muppets.
Yeah. Keep checking top triple chest here. There is a good gap, but this top triple does have plenty of obsidian and 3 iron, so also kind of an option. It's tough to get up there though. The basalt is kind of covering it. Yeah, cube in a much different area now, pretty close to that bastion. Depending on which lava pool you pick is a very big difference. I see nEmerald going for the minecarts again. Kind of like the minecarts.
Yeah, it's minecart on your way with a couple of really nice items. Not too bad.
All right, let's check out Emerald spawn. Where's the bastion? It kind of has some terrain to that lower good gap. Actually, that's not that bad. It is all basalt, but there's like a little winding pathway there. So Emerald spawn, actually kind of okay from that low down.
Yeah, you don't have to get in there too deep.
Yeah, and here's the good gap right here. Somewhere's here. So a nice fun little path. You could do all of your trading here, maybe loot a chest with Obby, come back, pearl out the back to the fortress. It's kind of a fun path there.
Yeah, if you can get down to, or back up to that obsidian chest, have a pearl hung on the way out, maybe?
Yeah, that's true. Could get an early pearl trade. It's definitely a thought. Yeah, thank you, Jackpool. Glad you're enjoying the tournament. Wait. Someone did the math on it. Yeah, okay, so Cube is looking at another village now. There's just so many options for villages. Honestly, none of them are fantastic.
There's nothing especially interesting to draw you to them.
There's a couple emeralds though as well. We saw some runners doing cod strats. I remember 21 Mustard. One of the only runners to do cod strats at all in this tournament. It's not very common, but if you do get a nice 3 emerald chest, you could just pop down a barrel and hope to get a cod bucket trade. It is very fast, and the trades are set every time a villager gains a certain trade. It will get the same set of trades. So if you see the first time it's a cod bucket, then it'll be the first time every time. If it takes 3, then it'll just take 3, so you can kind of plan accordingly. But if it's a first try cod bucket, it's actually really fast.
Yeah, I always like seeing people pull out strats that are considered to be a little bit archaic now.
Yeah, it's been forever since I saw someone do cod.
Especially in, I feel like you'll hardly ever see it in Scout and Route. So
I like nEmerald scouting here though. Looking at, dude, nEmerald is some really advanced scouting, checking all the minecart chests, getting the positions of all those, all the enters, the villages, checking food. nEmerald has really stepped up the scouting game, and I hope has a really good route. We'll see what Cube decides to do. Kind of good tools here first. Probably would maybe go Desert Village.
yeah, quick tool grab in there. nEmerald taking a little bit of extra time to finish scouting. Not a bad play on a seed like this, where it's all about your mechanics.
Yeah, we've seen again the fastest time win the seed every single time. So taking your time to scout, making sure you get a good run is definitely a nice play. This is a very tough 0 cycle. This one is a hard back 1/8 dragon, so I doubt anyone's gonna go for it. Probably just going
Yeah,
to be a one cycle.
too much risk involved there, I think, especially for a tiebreaker seed like this.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to keep going. Desert Village. Did that chest have 3 emeralds? Are we going to see a barrel? Oh.
The barrel play.
All right. First time, maybe? Imagine? Oh, it's first try. That is so fast. That's the route right there.
That's great. That's solid.
Yeah, Cube, I gotta say, with all the different village options, with all the things you could do, fast 3 emeralds into instant cod bucket trade, kill this golem, get 5 iron, that definitely seems like the route. I'm like already sold like 2 minutes into this run.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if nEmerald will do the same here. But I'm not sure if I saw nEmerald scout the emeralds. I don't know. Unless the order is a little bit funky here, I'm not sure we'll see it.
Yeah, you would think probably setting that up before doing the golem so that you don't waste time with the villager running back. So yeah, I think nEmerald was digging all the way down though, and I did see iron ore and water and gravel. So maybe you make an iron axe or an iron pick and then use that to dig down faster, and then you just smelt iron, get the water and gravel there, and enter. It's a possible play for nEmerald.
I feel like unfortunately that's always just going to be slower because at the time you have to spend digging so far down versus a surface lava pool enter. Though I will say the locations in which they enter might be more beneficial to nEmerald on this one. We saw pretty easy access to the good gap.
Oh, nEmerald actually, yeah. So Cube had in mind, I think it's 22 gravel to get a flint on this one. I could double check, but I think it's kind of a lot. Yeah, it's 22 gravel to get a flint, so kind of a lot. And nEmerald just getting a flint steel and pick and a water bucket and golden carrots, I think, from that rune portal. Actually, I don't know if there was flint and steel. There was definitely flint. But that's a nice time save. Yeah.
And actually, you know what? I retract what I said earlier about this taking longer because I did not account for the gold pick dig down.
Gold pick dig down is nice. And nEmerald actually getting extra iron from that minecart chest doesn't actually really need it that much, just making an iron axe. You dies immediately in the basalt.
Death to a magma cube there.
I didn't see all of it, but that is pretty unfortunate. And nEmerald will now have the advantage. Taking longer.
Dare I say, turned on by his own kind yet again.
Very true. Yeah, it's a flint
What
steel.
Is that just under 4-minute enter for nEmerald?
Yeah, pretty on the slower end, but again, full iron tools. You got the iron axe, you got the golden carrots. I mean, several golden carrots plus bread from the village and beds. So it is pretty slow, but very comfortable amount of stuff. So
and this looks like much simpler terrain than Cube was navigating.
Yeah, there's this little, if you stay low on this basalt here, you run right up next to the backside of this good gap stables. I like the cod bucket a lot though. Yeah, I gotta favor the cod bucket. Oh, nEmerald entering this the 3 piglins here on top of the good gap.
Ooh, a little bit scary there for a moment. Recovers just fine.
Yeah, kind of a strange route here, but is gonna get this good gap.
It's yeah, it's a little bit longer, but very safe, barring
Guys,
any extra spawns.
two piglins are going to be really annoying. Oh my god, get in the hole. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude. Oh, now.
What a jerk. Oh my god.
Cube only had a 343 with Emerald's 351. Wow. I thought Cubes was much faster.
You know, maybe with the gravel time and the amount of time it takes to actually run to that lava pool.
Yeah, maybe the lava is a bit further away than what I thought. Cube also having to mine more wood to make the barrel. So there's that as well.
And that nether terrain is a lot worse. This is a really nice route from nEmerald.
Emerald doing a really weird, wacky going over to the left gap here. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Where is Emerald right now, bro? What is happening? What is going on? Oh my god!
Whoa!
Dude, what just happened? I mean, okay, it's a basalt corrupted stable, so there's blocks everywhere, but like, I don't know what was going on. I need to see where an Emerald was.
Yeah, whoa, that was...
Yeah, just trying to get up to the ramparts. You know what you could do? Is get a pearl trade and just pearl up the back there. Yeah, and Emerald scouting out the exact way to get to these upper ramparts. It is very awkward in stables. But if you get an early pearl trade, honestly, pearling up there would be sick. Because
it'd be a nice little
yeah.
Cube murdering the cod, leaving it to flop around on the desert ground.
Cold, harsh reality of life, you know.
Sacrifices need to be made.
Yeah, this is Cube's gravel dig down. It's about 3 minutes for Cube. Yeah, you know what? I said I was sold on this cod bucket route. Now I'm kind of... Dude, mining the gravel just does... It really does take that long.
Yeah, that's kind of... 22 is just so much. And I mean, man, I wasn't sold on dig down from nEmerald initially, but the gold pick makes it so much faster. You grab the extra iron on the way down. You get the flint from the chest. Golden carrots. It's a really nice, really comfortable route.
Moon Portal is pretty dang far away, but it does give you a lot of things that help save time. And Cube is at a different spawn than nEmerald's, using a boat to get in here to mine faster. Even though nEmerald is lower down, I think the spawn might be better. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, it's hard to say. You know, there's a lot of it depends on where Cube goes from here, how quickly he gets to the bastion.
Yeah, actually, nEmerald's spawning like here almost, so Cube actually just having to mine through a wall for 20 more seconds compared to nEmerald just being on the other side of that wall from the nether spawn. The nether spawn is absolutely huge in this seed.
Yeah, that's a very important. I mean, yeah, nEmerald with a better enter with about, 15 seconds slower. But, you save that time almost immediately with a better nether spawn.
Yeah, Cube just opting to dig into the right side of this good gap instead of going in from the very back. So a little bit easier. But I do like nEmerald going up to that triple piglin room and mining the gold block immediately. That does aggro more piglins sooner. So it seems a little
definitely
riskier.
A little bit riskier.
Yeah. Do like it though. All right, nEmerald here, 243. Wait, doesn't have the
No
gold
gold
pick
pick.
or a shovel?
Ooh, that's not great. Not a huge time loss, but
No, the gold pick is in the inventory and the golden carrots.
huh.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh no.
oh,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
the water stream plus the spiders. Ooh.
Okay, it's not that bad. On easy, they don't poison, so they do pretty low damage.
Are those diamonds I see? Oh my goodness.
Diamonds! Alright, keep digging through this basalt to get to this one chest with gold and obsidian. That's probably all he needs. Oh, maybe going up for this triple as well.
Oh man, buried stables are just the worst.
The more I see this digging, and the more I like know they have food from the village, I would just wait for a pearl trade. I mean, when do they get the first pearl trade here? You get 8 by 4 blocks, so you're probably getting a pearl trade fairly soon. I really, really like, and you get a fire res trade. Using a fire res, pearling to the top triple, you grab the obby and the gold, and then you just like boat back down. I really think you don't have to do all of this that they're doing. This is really, really slow. Yeah, there's so much good stuff in there. Iron, string, obby, gold. You could just go.
And then,
you could just go behind it, Cube. You don't have to go down this way. You could just go behind.
I feel like it's a little bit scary going through this too, because you're always at risk for one single block lava cube or lava stream in the wall. You know, I haven't popped a fire res at this point. Up until just now, but
okay, yeah, and Cube's still going out this right side. It is kind of just exposed right where Cube is on the back, but Cube going out this side, leaving at
9 minutes?
8 minutes? 8 minutes. Wow, this is a challenging seed. I mean, I know it's a slowish 4-minute enter, but that is a tough bastion round. And nEmerald doing around the same thing at about the 6-minute mark, just mining all the way up on this bastion.
I'm curious to see what nEmerald's leave time will be here. You know, different entries, slightly different bastion routing technique. Yeah, and that fortress is about 3 pearls and a minute away. 4 pearls.
Yeah, there's a clear path to it, but it is some distance. And nEmerald, I think, having a much easier time routing to the top of that triple, getting just the gold blocks, the obby, and then coming all the way back down. So nEmerald should be pretty close to done now and has a good path right up
Cube
here.
Actually, pearl hanging. Yeah, and nEmerald leaving about a minute 10 faster than Cube. If that is 6:50, I'm reading.
Yeah, it seems to be about 7 minutes. With golden carrots too, and the pearls. Golden carrots, great saturation. Should be able to whip pearls a lot better.
Yeah, and the blaze rod drops are actually really slow on this one, right, compared to the last two.
Oh yeah, the first two were very, very nice. What are the blaze rod drops here? It's all one eye, so they have to kill 16. Oh god, yeah, this seed is unfortunate. Slow overworld, slow bastion, and slow fort. Yeah, I'm thinking just 2 completions. You really just want to make sure all of your play is clean here. It's not going to be a, 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 crazy fast seed by any means.
Oof. an Emerald with just so many Wither Skeletons, and oh my god. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9?
Cube getting a lot too. So it's kind of a 5 RDable for it a little bit. Seeds are chosen in different ways. We have 3 or 4 different programs we use to look through seeds. They're chosen with the idea in mind that, you know, runners should be able to complete them within 10 to 15 minutes. And the more interesting features, the better. So just have different features that I search for day by day.
Very good amount of beds here. I'm not sure who has a leg up right now. I know nEmerald got to the fortress a lot earlier, but Cube does have a pearl hung at the nether exit spot.
Yeah, I don't think it's too far away, but that could be really nice. Terrain looks kind of awkward to pearl around, so that could be really, really helpful. Yeah, actually,
there's so much result.
I mean, now that I see the timers winding down and stuff, they're pretty much just gonna have 2 completions. There's Cube unhanging that pearl. It's 15 minutes on the RTA timer, and Cube is already at 12 minutes. Oh, this is actually gonna cut it really close. Wait.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god, is this a 1 completion seed? No way.
Is this the first seed that might possibly be a single completion?
I mean, Cube definitely died to a Magma Cube about 5 minutes into the first run, so with that time it would have comfortably been 2. But depending on how this shakes out, I mean, Cube definitely needs a faster bastion route on the second seed, and then it would comfortably be 2 completions. Oh, not with this though. What is this?
Having to go back up as well, not even in the right cave. Yeah, this is a tough one, and you know, nEmerald taking that death just a little bit later than Cube, but being on better pace than Cube in the second run. I believe Cube pearled out of the fortress at 12 minutes, you said?
I think so, yeah. I mean, it's 13:20.
Yeah, leaving
oh my god.
About 10:45.
Cube swimming up to the portal room, but it's
oh my god.
13:30 on the nether enter, but there's only 13:30 remaining in the seed.
Oh.
And Emerald digging down 11 minutes, but still has 14 minutes on the time. Wait, Cube has beds pre-crafted. I surely didn't think anyone would go for a 1/8 back dragon on this seed. And Emerald getting the same spawn as Cube. Does need to dig up. Cube going for 0. Not very much health. Beds are not great damage. It looks to be a good height for this now. Is that the last bed? Oh my god, that was a little bit close there.
That was scary.
So Cube getting a sub 15, but only has 12:20 remaining. This is bad for Cube. This is really bad news.
There is time to be saved on this route, a significant amount of time. What time is an Emerald entering here?
An Emerald entering in about 12 minutes.
Yeah, that's... I mean, even without a 0 cycle on this, I think this might be faster than Cube's time. I think it certainly will be faster. But yeah, oh my gosh.
I mean, there was definitely a minute slowdown at least from Cube's Bastion split. Let's add up the timers. About 12 minutes exactly for Cube. I know there was a minute save on the Bastion. The Stronghold leave, or the Stronghold was tough. But without enough time to scout, I don't know how you improve on the Stronghold. Maybe you just try to portal out higher and hope. Maybe the overworld could be a little bit faster. I don't know if
you
there
gotta
was
shave 240.
240. That's so much time to shave off.
I mean, an Emerald here with a faster route, not gonna finish that quickly even. But with so many beds in the hotbar, oh my gosh.
Yeah, an Emerald could actually go for 0. It is a back 1/8 though, so don't blame him for not trying. Yeah, it's gonna be a 1330. I don't think an Emerald gets another one. I don't.
And I think this, I mean, this time beats Cube's time with a clean 1 cycle here.
That is gonna do it. 1404 coming in from an Emerald.
Oh my gosh. Even with that dragon flipping all over the place. This, I don't want to call anything yet, but this could quite possibly be a huge upset for Cube.
Yeah, I mean, this last seed is slow. Sometimes you get faster ones in ESI, sometimes they're slower. It's tough to always gauge it, so you kind of have to know when you're scouting, like, roughly how long it's going to take. And that early death from Cube really hurt because that just puts the pressure on so much more that you have to do a fast completion. But if that's it for both runners, Cube is going down to loser's bracket. And, I mean, we can't just say it's undeserved or it's only the fault of C3 because C2 was 2 seconds away. Like, this match is super close. It could absolutely go either way. An Emerald getting just barely robbed on that seed number 2 by 2 seconds.
Okay, the flint did not burn. For a moment there, I thought the flint went right into the lava on that 20-second gravel.
Okay, Cube with a 3:18-ish enter. That is about 20 to 30 seconds faster than the previous one. So that is a good start.
Much better.
Does get through here. Does still have 5 extra hay bales to craft for food if needed. The Bastion route is going to be huge. That's the majority of time. You could legitimately save a minute and a half if instead of digging all the way up to that top triple, you figured out a better route to get your obsidian. I really want to see someone do the pearl play, but I think you might just go with the same digging up and try to do it in a faster way.
Yeah, this looks like this is certainly a faster Bastion enter here. I think the movement we're seeing from Cube here as well is definitely a little bit on the riskier side, but with just knowing there is not a second to spare. Oh, it's nerve-wracking.
Okay. Cube entering this gap here. There's no piglins here. He needs to aggro as soon as possible. Get these trades started. Looks pretty good. And Emerald looks to be doing a pretty similar route. Getting the rune portal, gold carrots, gold pick. We'll see if Emerald uses the gold pick to dig down here this time. Yeah, no shovel is a little bit annoying here. Yeah, the gold pick, very nice.
2 gravel here to get through as well. Ooh, skeleton. I think the most detrimental part of this overworld route is quite possibly this water stream, honestly, and whatever random mobs you encounter along the way.
Okay, so here Cube has changed it up. Instead of just going through the center of the bastion, is going on the outside. I was assuming you wait for a pearl trade and then use that, but Cube is just gonna pillar up. Still way faster. Huge time save compared to before. Doesn't have gold armor, but you don't need it. You just need this gold, this obby, put on that gold, and then you can maybe
Yeah, that
boat
was
all the
so
way
much
back down.
faster.
Yeah, this is it. That's the route.
That was necessary.
And Emerald entering at 3.5 minutes in. A little bit slower than Cube, but still a respectable time. But I don't see. I mean, Emerald needs a 10:30 here, which I just
Oh,
don't see
man.
happening. Cube only needs to get a completion within the time, because as soon as the time expires, it's going to be too late. So
I think going for the 0 cycle is absolutely necessary here as well.
yeah, Cube leaving at 6:30. The rates are pretty bad. Does have 15
I mean,
bread though.
leaving at 6:30 as opposed to leaving at just over 8 minutes last time, that's a minute and a half saved so far.
It looks
But
very,
you got
very
another
tough.
minute 10 that you need to find somewhere. Which might honestly come down to the mob spawns you get in the fortress here. How many wither skeletons you have to deal with, how many blazes, or how many strays you get.
Yeah, we know the rates are pretty bad, so maybe doing 5 RD on the way to the spawner. If you don't get good strays, you just play a blaze bed at the spawner. There's 5 RD. I don't see a pearl hang. That pearl was a bit low there, but keep getting up here. 440 remaining. Does need to kill 16 blazes. There are a lot of strays. Oh, there's so many skeletons. Oh, dear lord. Oh,
what
no.
the heck?
Oh, he's just letting the skeleton and wither battle it out here. He doesn't have time. No time. Must kill blazes. That skeleton is taken care of by the wither, letting the other mobs do his work for him. Okay, nicely played. Very nicely played there.
That's as good as you can play that. With, what was that, four regular skeletons and two or three withers?
Yeah, very nice baiting that out there. Oh, another wither. No. Very
Not good
low
taking
health
these extra
now.
hits of damage.
Only 4 minutes left to go. If Cube portals up higher than before, a higher Y level could hit the portal room. The last time was really, really slow, going well beneath the portal room. Losing a bunch of time there.
Yeah, a little bit higher would do it. Ooh, a little bit scary there.
Oh god, time is running out. Only 2 blaze rods. Gets the spawner.
Nice set of spawns here. I think I saw another stray off to the side as well. It would be Feinberg gravel digging levels of brain level if you had time to count which blazes dropped rods and which ones didn't. Then you don't got to worry about killing them off the edge or something if it's like your 6-1 or whatnot.
Yeah, we've seen that before come into play. You do know which ones drop in which order, but it's tough to remember when you got so many blazes you have to kill. There is a blaze bed. Keep taking care of the fire, but needs a lot. I don't know. Maybe the next spawn, if it's a 4 wave, maybe Cube can get it. 2.5 minutes remaining. Gold pick to make the rest of the run faster. Pre-craft the beds. Plenty of beds.
Plenty.
There's a 3 spawn. You do need 6 rods in this. There's 4. 5. There's a huge magnet cube above him. No.
You go for strays at this point. Oh, quick
okay,
spawn.
Another quick spawn. Okay, need this rod. Doesn't get it there.
Oh my gosh.
Gets it there. No, time loss.
Okay,
Go.
okay.
My big magma cube.
The magma
Oh,
cube.
blaze magma cube, blaze. Oh no. Okay.
Oh my god.
Only
It's so
2
I can't
minutes.
tell.
Oh, only 2 minutes left. And Emerald on great pace as well, but only 3 minutes left on an Emerald side. Oh no, that's it. Oh no.
Wow. I
Well,
mean, that's a valiant effort right there. That was a tough seed.
yeah, I have an apology for the runners after I misjudged two of these seeds. The second one surprisingly turned out okay, whereas the third one did not. So uh really, really tough seeds. Cube, I don't think could have finished it anyway there. It was really close, but even with the 0, I don't think it could have happened. So we'll watch
So
nEmerald duke it out for the last 2 minutes here or something, but nEmerald already has the win. And yeah, that's going to be Cube dropping down to lower bracket facing the Camo 6. So the Camo 6 has a scary matchup coming up next. Cube is not out of it though. Still definitely can make a run in lower bracket, and nEmerald will be going up against Hoffic in the upper bracket. So yeah, the seed. I mean, the seeds are never unfair. You always have the same seed as your opponent, and nEmerald did just do it faster. But some of these seeds are really tough, and you have way less time than you're expecting, and you just kind of get screwed over with a couple bad things. And so some seeds are way less forgiving than others, and these seeds were very, very unforgiving. So yeah.
yeah, I really think Cube played his heart out there too. With I mean, considering this run leaving the Bastion was already a minute and a half faster than the previous run, it was with maybe 2 extra minutes on the clock. It's a done deal.
Yeah, definitely on pace to beat 1404. Maybe even on pace to beat nEmerald on this run through, but both runners just running out a bit low on time. And yeah, only 37 seconds remaining. That is it. I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna say 2-1 here for nEmerald. nEmerald will take it. So the bracket will likely update on the website. I'm going to go over to a quick intermission. GG's to nEmerald, and we'll see Cube in lower bracket. But I'll come back from intermission, and we will do a quick bracket prediction. We'll go through the bracket predictions with you guys. Those are those will lock in soon, and you guys have a chance to win $50 if you get a correct bracket prediction. So I'll come back